Hello guys, so today we are going to talk about Carvana. Okay, so it's a online like car sale company, like online like used car sales company. So ticker symbol CVNA. Okay, right now the stock price is around 43.62. Okay, 43.62 per share, and I bought it in at around $38 per share. So I bought around around $1,100 worth of Carvana shares. So like, why I love Carvana so much? Well, first, that is a growth stock. Okay, so I think for the past 20 quarters, the stock is growing at 3 digits. So that means it's like growing at 100% year over year. And then when you look at Carvana's guidance that they give, that on 2019 they expect to on average to grow like 70%. Okay, so which is also pretty good. And by the way, on 2018, their revenue was around 1.9 billion revenue. Okay, and then their gross margin is around, let me see, 15% gross margin. Oh no, not 15%. 2000 is around 10% gross margin. Okay, so which is, it's, I know it's kind of low, but it's a low margin business anyway. But their long-term goal, will be around, I think it's around 15%. So it will be, so I they call it GPU. So is, I think that means that gross profit per unit. So gross profit per unit is, long-term goal is that this make $3,000 per car for every car they sell. Alright, so it's like $3,000 per car. Right now they're at so every car they sell, they are making around $2,100. Okay, so let me get another page. Okay, new page, don't save. Alright, so every car they sell, they make around $2,100. So break down. So let me right now, let me explain how the Carvana business work. Okay, so for example, so when a customer buy a car, so it's around, usually around, let me see, so usually around $20,000. Okay, and then when you usually a customer buy a car, so that's a customer buy a car. So you need to go to you need like to borrow money from the bank, or you can borrow from Carvana marketplace. Okay, so Carvana marketplace, and so let's think of it as a bank. So that Carvana will finance this customer. All right. So when a customer buy a car from Carvana finance. So when Carvana finance the $20,000 car, so they got a loan of 20K on their balance sheet. So it's a liability, but Carvana sells the loan to a investor. So investor like or a bank. So mostly banks. Okay. So and then when Carvana sell, let me get color. When Carvana sells the loan to a bank, Carvana make a commission. Okay, make a commission out of the loans they sell to the banks. So why do they sell the loan to the banks? So one good thing about it is you don't have any credit risk. Okay, so no credit risk. Okay, you get no. no credit risk. And then so that's the main thing, you don't get any credit. So if yeah, and second, if the customer default, okay, so default, if not, let me just try person. So if this customer defaults on the loan, it will not affect the Carvana balance sheet because the loan, the bank took the responsibility by buying the loan from Carvana. Okay, so I think that's a great business model instead of keeping the loan and the balance sheet. So let me go back to my first thing we talk about, which is commission. Okay, so Carvana make a commission on each loan they sell. So I don't know how much commission they sell, but I know it's right now they are making. Let me get another color, around let me around uh, around $1,000 commission, and then they also make for another $1,000 from selling like the gross profit, like profit from selling not that one, like $1,000 from selling. This is the car price for selling the car. All right. So if you add those two together, so about $1,100 for selling the car. So it is an estimate, but it's not right now. They are on Q. So Q, that is based on Q4 2018 financial. Okay. So that way they make about $2,100 per car. So when you actually break it down, they actually is comes from uh, half comes from commissions for selling the loan, so 50%, almost half, and then another half is profit. Okay, so let me get another new page. Don't save. So the long-term goal is $3,000. Okay, so right now is their current Carvana's gross profit per car right now is $2,100. Okay, so long-term goal is 3,000. So they are like 900 away. So they are pretty close. Okay, so that's what I like about this business model. They actually sell off the loans to another business, and so they don't take any credit risk. And then another thing we're gonna talk about on Carvana is the business is not capital intensive. Okay, so you know why? Because when they right now they have around let me see, 20K cars and inventory. So every time they add a car to the inventory, they need cash. So one car it will cost around $20,000. So every time, so they need to now they need to go to the bank, like to finance, like, or go to the bank or something. But like, not go to the bank, but yeah, go to the bank or use their balance sheet to finance the car. So it's very capital intensive business. Okay, so right now they have $633 in debt. Okay, so that's a lot. Excuse me. And then they have around 78 million in cash. Okay, so that's also, as you can see, they're pretty much a lot in debt. But I think the debt is like asset back, is backed by the cards, because they use all this like 633 million, almost all of it, majority of it, to buy cars, so they can list it, like 20K cars listed on the Carvana website. And then I also forgot to give a disclosure. This video is for entertainment purpose only, so not a financial advisor. So watch this video at your own risk. So yeah, so don't take too seriously and do your own research. Okay, nothing I stated is facts. Okay, so you can you have to check your own facts. It's not my facts are not 100% true. I can make mistakes and I don't know, so I'm not gonna take any responsibility. Okay, so that's my disclosure. Okay, let me get another page. Okay, so let's also talk about the Carvana CEO. Okay, so the CEO, okay, the CEO right now is Arnie Garcia the second. Okay, so I think he owns a lot of more. I think he yes, pretty and check the SEC filings. Okay, and he owns more than 10% of the company's stock, and so that's really good. So you know that the CEO is aligned with the shareholders. Okay, so shareholders. Okay, so if the price drops, it will affect the CEO the most. Okay, so another good thing I like about the CEO is I think he give a and each employees that work on Carvana more than 1 year some stocks from his own from his own personal stocks to employees. So personal stock to employees, I think it was right now based on the $38 price per share. So I think it's around $5,000 to $7,000 worth of stocks. So he gives some stocks to employees. So that's really good. So he care about employees because he give them free stock, and the employees will work really hard for the CEO, Arnie Garcia the second. Okay, but his father is has a one criminal one bank fraud history. His father name is also I think is also Ernest Garcia, but his father's name Garcia the first. Okay, I think that's the name, but you need to double check on this part. I think it was the first. Let me I don't know. So yeah, I need to double check on the name as well. And his father is also a billionaire, and his father owns majority stake on Drive Time. So so let me draw a picture of his father. Yeah, his father. So that's his father owns the Drive Time, very rich. Okay, so and when Arnie Garcia started Carvana, and his father helps out Carvana a lot. Okay, so helping him building the service center for used car. I think there is called IRC or something. So it definitely helped a lot because his father owns majority stake and Drive Time. Plus, Arnie Garcia, let's pretend this person is the CEO, and he also used to work at Drive Time. I think I'm not 100% sure. I think when he after college he went to work with his father, so he learned getting a lot of experience from Drive Time as well, because Drive Time sells used cars as well, so it definitely helps a lot. All right, so that's basically the CEO, and then let's talk about their growth potentials. Okay, so on 2018, I think they sell 94,000 cars. So that's a lot of cars, used cars. Okay, and they told when they are giving earnings call, they say their market potential is 40 million cars. So that will equals to they have market potential of 0.25%. Okay, 0.25%. So let's put a C that stands for cars. Okay, 0.25%. That's the market share. So it's greatly fragmented space, used car space. Okay, so right now they talk about is there are around 60,000 used car dealership. Okay, so used car dealership, so that's a lot. So it's a huge, but they still have huge growth ahead with only 0.25% market share. And then their long-term goal is to sell like 2 million cars a year. Okay, so that's around 20 times growth. Okay, so wow, growth, 20 times growth. So that's huge growth for Carvana. Okay, so still have huge growth ahead. The downside is they still need a lot of capital to buy cars to sell. So they wanna like sell 2 million cars, so they probably need to buy like 100,000 or something around that. Yeah, 20 times. Yeah, probably couple 100,000 cars, just at my estimate, to put on inventory. So they probably need to get like 10 or 20 billion dollars in debt. So they still need to, it's like debt heavy. Okay, so this company will in the future, like 10 years down the road, you'll have a lot of debt. Okay, so that's for sure. Okay, so that's like basically what I think, why I like Carvana so much, and I bought it the shares at around $38, and right now like it's March the 2nd, and the stock price is at 43.62, and I got it at $38. So around like 10+% gain, around like 15% or 10% gain on my pick on Carvana. And then the market cap is 6.64 billion. And then so that's like pretty good. It's like for like past like since IPO, I think they're up like almost 200. I think they're up like almost 200%. Okay, up a lot. Okay, because like when IPO it went down a lot as well. It was like, I don't know how much it went down, but I know it just went down like more than 20%. So yeah, let me think, is there anything else I want to talk about? Okay, so I think that's like basically it, and thank you guys so much for watching about a video I make about Carvana and why I like it so much, because it's just a great business. People say it's Amazon of used cars. Yeah, I think so, since they're like growing at 100% like year over year. That's crazy. And like 20 quarters of more than 100% growth for Carvana. So they also say in the Q4 like 2018 earnings call, like they tell investors they're the fastest growing company listed in Nasdaq. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if you guys like the way I did this by using a screen recorder. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, or please like leave a comment as well. I would love, don't forget to leave me a comment. Just anything you want to know about Carvana, just comment is very important. I will try to reply to every single comment and leave a like. Okay, and subscribe, and next time I will make another video telling you guys more about other stocks that I like. Thanks, bye.